Hello and welcome back to the Pocket Yogi. Today's session is all about Sun Salutations. We're going to be practicing 3 rounds of Sun Salutation A and 2 rounds of Sun Salutation B. Let's begin in a child's pose with the knees out wide and your arms extended in front of you. Starting with nice long deep breaths. Breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. Your forehead rests on the mat and your belly expands with every inhalation, creating space in between your knees. As you breathe out, soften your shoulders and relax your hips on your heels. Actively engaging your arms, extending them out in front of you, scooping your shoulder blades together. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now come on to a tabletop position for a few rounds of cat-cow. Palms under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Your core engaged, maintaining a flat back. Breathing in, arching your back, gazing up, scooping your shoulder blades together. Breathing out, starting the curving action from your tailbone up. Breathe in, arch your back, chest facing forward, gaze up. Breathing out, curving your back, chin to the chest. Continue at a pace that's more comfortable for you. And back to the tabletop, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up high into your first downward facing dog. Bending your knees one at a time to gently warm up those hamstrings. Continue moving with your breath. Making sure you're pressing your body away from the mat and scooping your shoulder blades together. Inhale, step forward to the top of the mat, maintaining a flat back. Exhale, fold forward, keeping your knees generously bent. Inhale, rising up, raise your arms, stretching all the way to the top. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming to a flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, raising your arms, palms touching. Exhale, hands at the heart center. All warmed up, let's begin with 3 rounds of Sun Salutation A. Please feel free to pause and connect back with your breath. When you're ready, standing firm and tall in mountain pose. Inhale, raising your arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half fold. Palms on the mat, stepping your legs back into a plank. Exhale, lowering down slowly with your belly on the mat, toes untucked. Inhale, lifting your torso up into a cobra. Exhale, shifting back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, half fold, palms resting on your shin. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, a nice long stretch with your arms raised. And exhale, palms at the heart center. Round 2. Inhale, raising your arms. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway up. Palms on the mat, stepping back into a plank. Exhale as you slowly lower down into a chaturanga. Belly on the mat. Inhale, torso up into a cobra. Exhale, back to the downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping forward into a half fold. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raising your arms from the side. Exhale, palms at the heart center. One more round of Sun Salutation A before we move to Sun Salutation B. Palms at the heart center. Inhale, raising your arms up, palms touching. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway up, maintaining a flat back. Palms on the mat, step back into a plank. Exhale, lowering down slowly, belly on the mat, toes untucked. Inhale, lifting up into a cobra. Exhale, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping forward into a half fold, gaze forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raising your arms up, and exhale, palms at the heart center. Take a moment if you need to connect back with your breath. Maybe get rid of all that hair you shed on the mat during the practice. Moving on to 2 rounds of Sun Salutation B. When you're ready, staying in mountain pose, rolling your shoulders back with an exhalation. Inhale, lowering your hips slightly, raising your arms into a chair pose. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Palms on the mat, stepping back into a plank. As you breathe out, lowering down slowly into a chaturanga. Inhale, lifting your torso up into a cobra. Exhale, shifting back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward into a high lunge. Your arms raised and actively engaged. Palms on the mat, stepping back into a plank, lowering down slowly, belly on the mat, toes untucked. Inhale, lifting your torso into a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping your left foot forward, high lunge. Palms on the mat, stepping back into a plank, lowering down, belly on the mat. Inhale, rising up into a cobra. Tucking your toes, shifting back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward into a half fold. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose, keeping your thighs actively engaged. Exhale, palms at the heart center. And one last sun salutation to go. Inhale, lowering your hips down into a chair pose. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Palms on the mat, stepping back into a plank. Exhale as you lower down gently. Inhale, lifting your torso up into a cobra. Exhale into a downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping your right foot forward, maintaining a high lunge. Palms on the mat. One round of vinyasa, ending at downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping your left foot forward into a high lunge, raising your arms. Palms on the mat, lowering down. Inhale into a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping forward into a half fold. Palms on your shins. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lowering your hips, raising your arms into a chair. And exhale, palms at the heart center. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me in this session. If you like practicing with me, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Stay hydrated, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.